Okay, hello, back to another video. After the video about the sinos, I'm thinking about doing something practical with the knowledge we got there. So you can see I still have my industrial from that video still fitted with the industrial sinusoidal field generator. To use it I need 480 units, so I can get 10 minutes of sino. I still got 480 units in my cargo hold, so perfect to be used. What are the next steps? For once, would be a bad idea to have a jump freighter, something like this. Then either you have an alt like me to jump to, or you have friends or co-mates that can like you a sino you can jump to. After that you should plot a course, scout to the systems if there are some midpoints you have to jump, and especially make sure that the midpoints, that the local of the midpoints doesn't look like this local. So some blues, a lot of neutrals, some reds, and a lot of traffic in the local. As you can see, I'm on the test server, so this isn't the 100% concern at the moment. But if you jump to something, you really should look for a system that looks a lot emptier. So, what now? Now, you want to know where to go to. So you want to go from point A to point B. You can do that in several ways. The most easiest way, you sit into your capital, you open the galaxy map, and the galaxy map will show you a nice white orb. So, inside this orb, you can jump anywhere. That is the jump range of your ship, calculated by the capabilities of the ship and the capabilities of your skills. As you can imagine, this is not an ideal way to plot a course, because you have to click every system manually, you have to see what is what and where to go to. Therefore, most people like to use .lan. I'll put the link into the description. Also, I put the link for the previous sino video into the description. So for plotting a course, let's say the easiest way is to go to .lan, go to navigation, and then it basically asks you everything you need. So let's say we want to jump our we want to jump our Nidagur, jump drive calibration, and jump drive calibration basically tells you how far you can jump. The higher this skill is, the better you can calibrate your jump engine and the further you can jump. Then jump fuel conservation tells you how much fuel you will consume. The higher this number is, the less fuel you will need. And this is only interesting if you do jump freighter jumps. So for the Nidagur, you don't need jump freighter level adjusted. Now you click into this window. You click into this window, and let's see. Let's go from head GP and catch to, I don't know, let's do a very boat jump. Let's visit Provi. So you want to go from here to there. You want to do that with the Nidagur. These are your jump skills, and now you tell the nice navigator go. So he'll tell you to get from head GP to 9 UI, you need to have a midpoint. So I know you normally don't do the jump like this, but let's just stick with it. So what you do now basically is, okay, here's your start point, there's your end point, which means here's your jump freighter, and there it should be. You need to do 2 jumps, and you have to do a midpoint in UL. Next thing is you scout the systems. If you not already know how dangerous they are, you scout the systems. Make sure to know when the system is looking a lot like this over here, and when not. You should preferably choose the times when it's not looking like this. If it is looking like this, make sure that you light the sono and instantly jump your jump freighter to, or your carrier to that sino, so you can dock up. But for the moment, just remember, scout the systems, try to use systems that are not that frequented, systems that don't have that high body count. You can look that up in Dotlan or in the in-game map via the Death in the Last 24 Hours tab. If you have done all this, you are going to either put your second character into that system, or the character of the friend or co-mate into that system. He's lighting you the sino, and you jump with your freighter there, and then do the same again to get to your target destination. Nice thing, based on your skills and the ship you named, this will also give you the needed fuel. So for the Nidagur and for this jump constellation, I would need 17,900 hydrogen isotopes. Now, let's do something different. Let's go back to the navigation tab. Same system setup. So you go from head to 9 UI. But this time we don't use the Nidagur. This time we are using a jump freighter. So let's go for, we will use an arc in the video. Let's go for an arc. Let's go for max fuel compensation. And now let's hit go. Ooh! See, you just need 1 jump. How's that? Easy. The Nidagur has less jump range than the jump freighter. And you will notice something else. We are needing, for one, another type of isotopes and a lot more isotopes. So yeah, you are getting off with only 1 jump, but you need more fuel. You have to tinker around a little bit that. Plus, you also have to keep in mind, if you're using jump freighter, the sino, so the thing that most likely gets blown up is just a cheap industrial ship or the Venture, plus your industrial sino. On the other hand, for a jump freighter, for a carrier, for example, you need definitely a Black Ops battleship or a Force Recon cruiser, which is pretty expensive, the hull itself. So if you've got everything set up, okay, I want to go from here to here, get your... Come on. So you get your tune on the way. I did that already in this case. Come on, undock. So, you get your tune on the way. Again, look that the mentioned in the Sino video, the bubble isn't encompassing something of the station. Wait. Okay, I fast forwarded a little bit. Now that you're in position, you can stop the ship. You can see nothing hindering the red wall. One important part, the ship you want to jump to and the ship that is jumping need to be in the same fleet. Ideally, if you're not using something like the Friendship Sino fleet in Catch or the Sino fleet on Runes, you are going to use your own fleet. It's really preferable because so no one gets in the way or jumps to your Sino directly, or even worse, to the jump freighter at 0 and is going to kill it, or warping it off and going to kill it. So therefore you can also set the jump freighter fleet warp exempt so that that doesn't happen by accident. In this case, I'll go to set up the fleet. I think I will do a separate video for that, so for now, until I've done that, I'll just fade out. Okay, the fleet has been created. We have our Sino ship ready in the system. System is clear. You can't really see that, but there's only one name in it, and that is my Sino character, so this would be an ideal system. Also, we are at a player-owned station. They have the great opportunity, or the great perk that you can tether. You will see why even then it is preferable to be able to dock at a station. So before you jump your jump freighter, for Christ's sake, check that your character can dock in that station. The worst thing that can happen is you jump somewhere, you try to dock, and the station tells you, nah, you can't dock. You don't have docking rights or something like that. Normally indicated by the square and just a line through that square, not the little arrow thingy. So now that we have prepared everything, we are going to light the Sino and then undock the freighter. Let's light the Sino. Now, it still looks nice. Okay, after lighting the Sino, you've got now 10 minutes. Now you switch to your character where you want to be jumping with. You undock the character. Now, again, best way, stop the ship. Oh, I don't get tethered, that is not a good sign. Oh. Anyways. Okay, if you're done and everything is okay, you go for right-click the capacitor of your ship, say jump to, and it will tell you fleet Sino, because it's Sino in the fleet. It's also possible to jump to jump beacons that are fixed installations in space that act as a immobile sino. So okay, now you just click this. The capacitor will go beep beep beep, and we'll look at where we come out, and zoom. There it is. Ta-da! You did the jump. Now, tethering, as I said, is great. The sino will lose the tether and is therefore destroyable. The jump chip won't get tether as long as I'm not moving. So either move, stop the ship, and wait for the 30 seconds, or
docking request accepted.
Dock up. So this was basically the whole I'm jumping something somewhere part. So, okay, to wrap this all up, you've jumped the ship, you survived, you docked up. Is that possible everywhere, every time, all the time? No, it isn't. For once, you can't jump to HiSec. That this nice little carrier that you should recognize from my carrier rating video, if you've seen it, that this is in HiSec is only possible because of singularity test server. Normally, capitals aren't allowed in HiSec, and you can definitely not light a sino in HiSec. Empire Space is perma sino zero field jammed. To show you that in the player-owned nullsec version, 1 second, one of the other reasons why I like the test server, you can just go to a player nullsec. So in player nullsec you will have this nice 3 circles. First one is the territorial claim unit, telling you who owns the system. Second is the iHub, telling you who is owning the services or maintaining the services for the system, so for the anomalies and combat sites and stuff like that. Third is the important one for people wanting to jump somewhere. It tells system not jammed. If it would be jammed, it would be white and would say system jammed. If this is going to jammed, then you will have no capability to jump there, because you can't light a sino. There's also something that you have to keep in mind. There's a mobile version of that. It's the mobile sino zero field jammer. If you see that on your overview, you have got 1 minute to light a sino to get help. After that, the help has to warp in, because I think it was 100 kilometers that is blocked from sino activation, which can be pretty bad if a fleet is on field and you want to get help in. To do this system-wide, you have the Tenebrex Sanazurul Jammer, I think it is called. I'm not 100% sure. And only the system owner can use that. Then, after HiSec, player-owned nullsec, so we're going to dock up, otherwise active. Someone will jump me. You've got the NPC nullsec. NPC nullsec, also like lowsec, can be jumped to at any time. So if you want to move something from HiSec to nullsec, it's not a problem. You just light the sino in nullsec or in the midpoint, which can be lowsec, jump there and jump down to your destination. The other way around is a little bit more complicated. You can't jump from low sec or null sec directly into high sec. You always have to stop at a midpoint of a low sec or a null sec directly next to a high sec. You really need to keep that in mind if you are doing routes. So if you think, oh great, I can directly jump into the high sec, you can't. And if you think, hey great, there's a low sec directly next to that trade hub, really consider jumping there, because most of the time a lot of people are there to just wait for a nice juicy jump freighter to shoot down. And if you own a jump freighter, you know that the hull itself is pretty juicy, so it doesn't really need to have that much in it to be a valid target. Other than that, it's not that hard. Basic rule: plot your course, scout the systems you want to go to, pass up times where there are not that much baddies around, light a Sino, make sure that if you light a Sino, the Sino won't end up to be too close to a structure. Be in the same fleet. When the Sino is lit, undock the jump freighter, jump to the Sino, and best thing to do is directly dock up. And then basically repeat. That is how you do jump freighting. It is a lot about the preparation, not really that much about the actual jump. You can adapt the basic rules for the other capitals like carriers. That's more or less it. Hope you could get something out of it. Hope it helped. Thanks for watching and fly safe, and till next time.